years to the last events of the season, we all witnessed different games and different timings, of course. Just to walk you all through, the league champions were stung twice by the Bees as they suffered a loss on the last game. The Bees, that is Brentford, they won home and away. It was an 8-goal thriller, which saw Liverpool and Soton bag 1 point each, as the youngsters, the likes of Kina Sulemana, Kalmadin, and of course Diego Jota netted twice. Across to Elland Road, Spurs broke Leeds United fans, and that meant they were being relegated as they were defeated 4-1. It was a goal galore across the Emirates Stadium as Wolves were thrashed, seriously thrashed, 5 goals by the runners-up. So the home fans witnessed champions. They witnessed remarkable scenes. So the youngsters proved to them that they were ready for Champions League football. Yes. A consolation goal wasn't enough to beat Villa as they secured their spot at the European football rather. Unai Emery showed class since his appointment at the club. The Toughies ensured their 69 years top flight football, as Dokore writes himself in the history books, as he made Goodison Park erupt in euphoria. A sweetly struck goal saw them win 1-0 at home tough. The Red Devils made a final day comeback as opposed to a stubborn side Fulham, as they finished the season with 75 points. The Eagles, Crystal Palace, ensured that they cannot be threatened by the size of the Forest, as they got away with neutral points, 1-1 each. So that was Crystal Palace, the Eagles, to Nottingham Forest. And then it was survival Sunday for the Foxes, as they ensured a win in their last game of top flight football, as they hammered 2-1 to their rivals West Ham United. Pointing out the top 4, Licha, to you, was it a blow seeing Brentford win over Manchester City?
I can't say like it was like something like we weren't expecting, because basically City like had already clinched the title. Ingekuwa like your last day, ingekuwa up to City to actually win the title. I think the match will have been so different according to how they approached the game, with the likes of like wanajua weekend ni kubaya, walikuwa wanajua
kuna FA,
walikuwa wanajua weekend mazee si rahisi
hadi
akawa nyama.
Judging to the starting 11, Pep sijui ni mind games ama ilikuwa nini, but he started a 21 squad, having only Kyle Walker and the likes of Mahrez playing. All the other lads were under 21s. Eugene, Manchester United had a remarkable comeback on the last day, compared to the stubborn side Fulham, which it was a blow to Mitrovic having the hair saving his penalty. So what's your take on that?
I think United needed and still, if they had more games, they still needed to play pretty much a very competitive team, because like for them to be ready for the FA and also gearing up for the next season, they need all these relationships to keep on working.
True,
like Sancho and the rest. So really, I knew Mitrovic will regret this, because like
missed 2 so far.
That was really bad.
4
actually,
the season.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, it's 4
from the spot kick.
Yeah, he's actually broken a record, which is he's broken other good records, but this is a record you don't want, and especially as a striker. But I still think nonetheless Fulham played well. They had very good parts of the game, so I still think United need to keep on playing somehow like that, but they need to really tighten up at the back.
Sure. So it's
No, I mean like play a bit more intensely than, if that's a thing. Yeah.
Degwa pale clean sheet.
Ameshikilia.
Degwa.
So
universe Degwa.
So it was Eric Ten Hag decided to have chemistry rather than Pep, who decided to start his under 21.
Yeah.
So facing off each other at the finals. It was a neat goal.
For us, we had to like actually win the game to actually, because considering the pools the UEFA are like, okay, clinching number 3 is better than number 4, because like you never know, because actually for number 4 you can actually get like a tough group in the UEFA. So na pale jo jipate uko na Bayern
kina Real
kuna jo unafamba
Arsenal
atezi patana. Mbona unafikiria pole pole hivyo kaje?
Sisi tumekuwa kwa hiyo mix sana mpaka we are former champions, so
leta Nkunku kucheza FA.
Nkunku, by the way, Nkunku is coming
Kucheza FA.
By the way, there's no hata panda ndege mtu wangu. Ampandi ndege next season.
Kazi ni mamotipa.
Ni sawa, lakini pia ni Mayangin, so bila as in Mayangin, I'm saying they can't take it.
It's still a big team.
No, it's still a big team.
Not compete in anything the whole season.
Like, would you?
That's shit.
If you look at the rosters of, let's say, Chelsea and Liverpool, because I think those are the biggest underachievers, kwa top 4. Which squad can stomach kidogo not being in the Champions League? You understand, like the average age for Liverpool, you understand, ni players wamekuwa zaidi, so sisi tuko na watu kiasi, so wanaweza elewa one more season to push through, get a good thing going on domestically, so that even when they stand with those giants hopefully next season iko Europa, wherever, next season but one, as in, you understand, there's that
unasema Europa, so like wewe mwenyewe uone ukiingia UEFA direct.
Target yangu, acha nitakwambia, target yangu as a Chelsea fan ni top 5.
Top 5 next season.
As in, I will not take less than top 5.
Aya, sure. The last day, so Roberto Firmino, Bobby, Granit Xhaka, and of course Lucas Moura netting what is likely to be their last goals in their not parent but their teams. So Bobby scored 1 goal, Xhaka had a brace, 2 goals, and Lucas Moura scored 1. They all served their teams the right way, and they were given a proper send-off. Nice. So on to the next questions, rather topics to review. Your youngest player rather, the past season.
Okay, they award went to Haaland. Okay, or to Katai, but to me, they actually like a lot of young players that came up through the ranks. They played a pretty good season. Considering like Brighton had a lot of candidates, where we have the likes of NCCO and all.
Ferguson.
Yeah, exactly. Ferguson. They have a lot. Chelsea, I really liked the way Hall played whenever he was given a chance. He proved himself a lot.
Sure.
Proving that he can actually give returns both attack-wise and defense-wise. But to me, man, if it wasn't injury, personally, ningeendea Baba
Himself.
Garnacho. That's injury. Like, I'd have to go with him, but okay. Haaland,
Circumstances.
without saying, yeah,
he took it.
He deserved it. Yeah, and yeah, I'll have to say Haaland.
Eugene, your youngest player for the season.
Definitely, if you don't pick Haaland, that means there's a problem with you, because even like, numbers never lie. So he's beaten those records, and he's beaten them even with shorter periods in different ways.
His first time playing top flight football.
That's just testament to, like, he deserves each barrier he's broken down. He's big. He's a big player. He has like as many, I think, even all the modern attributes needed for not even a top or a world-class striker, like a player who can stay at the top for long. So they not only have a gem, but I'm not sure if Haaland will stay. This is maybe me thinking too far, but I think he'll give a good 5 years. So it depends with how City will be maybe years from now. But the citizens can look forward to a very, very entertaining front line because he makes any forward line better.
Sure. Actually, considering his sub Alvaro
William
himself,
Alvarez.
Man, ule boy ni star.
He's also proving himself.
Ule boy ni star. Like the amount you compare the amount of minutes he gets and his output, like
Ana perform.
the World Cup winner is just a bomb.
It goes without saying, give gratitude or thanks to wherever it's given. Haaland deserves it, but I'll pick Saka for me. Saka has been brilliant. He's steered our team to the right way. So it goes without saying also, if you know football or you're a football fanatic, Harry Kane is a better centre forward compared to Haaland. Question for another day. Coach of the season, Eugene.
This one is tough. I saw the short list, but definitely I think it has to come from the top 6. I think a manager's decision should go with what they've been given and the job they've done. So definitely it would be very logical to go to our overachievers, our dark horses who've done a good job. So definitely my dark horses, I think, that I just mentioned in the other part was, I think, Arsenal and
of course Newcastle.
And Newcastle. And I actually think maybe I'll have to lean over and go to Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
Yeah, because pretty much they were actually Chelsea, on the standings last season. I think they finished top of the bottom half.
Yeah.
And now they're in the Champions League. So doing that in a span of less than 12 months, and it's not that he's bought big players in every position. He's just rectified and made the sum of parts better with those few hinges, those last puzzles like Trippier. So for me, Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe. Licha, who is your manager of the season? Usiseme Ten Hag tafadhali. Because hakuna kitu hakuna. Kumihag.
Okay. So as Eugene has said, we actually have to go back to like our overachievers, like the dark horses. Now for me, I put Brighton, Newcastle and Arsenal there. So for me, I'll actually go to I actually like Eddie Howe's style of play. Like we have to go with Trippier to be like an outstanding player for the season. Cause like his delivery yake basically inakuwa top notch. Like man, unadai ball inakam tu hapo. Inafika mbao. Wanchwani. Okay, Pep winning it. Sina kwamba kwake pia imefika. Like imekuwa like normal. So like Pep actually which tu anafanya ni which expect afanye. So like for me, again winning he deserves it. He's actually like taken Arsenal. He's taken like City to places like they deserve. They were there. So I'll have to say for me, I'll go with Arteta because actually the style of play, like kuna times una feeling it too much games